Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller. Today is Tuesday, February 13th, which means you guys have one day until Valentine's Day. Be sure to get your sweetie a little something or you get in trouble. That's how it works these days. You got to get them something. Today we're going to check out what's sold. Let's take a look. Looks like we had 7 orders for $173.14. $173.14 for 7 orders. Let's take a look and see what's sold. First item sold for $22.29. It's a 2019 Hot Wheels Walgreens exclusive 68 Copa Camaro 181 out of 250 Muscle Mania. So that was a decent purchase price for a Hot Wheels car. I've been listing a lot of those Hot Wheels, so it's good to see one sell for a decent amount of money. Let's see what else sold. Second item that sold for $16.09. It's a Rawlings tan and black leather baseball glove, a 9-inch right-hand throwing model PL109CB. So as winter winds down, people are getting ready to play some of that spring ball, that spring baseball, that softball, and they're looking for a new glove. So it's a good time to have a few gloves online. I do have some in my store, and I try to keep some in there. Buy them regularly and sell them regularly. So it's a good little item to have in your shop. Item sold for $21.79. Just listed this on the 11th. It's a 1977 Ideal TCR slot cars, number 55, 5X, and number 41, gray and blue and yellow. So if you see those vintage slot cars out at the garage sales or whatnot, to go ahead and pick them up. Even if you don't want to deal with the tracks, grab the cars, because the cars have value and they're easy to list, easy to ship, and there's a demand for them. Fourth item that's sold for $10.82. It's a 3-in-1 Blu-ray lens cleaning disc and dust blue clear case soft cloth. So I guess that's just one of those discs you put in your Blu-ray player to clean it up. It comes with a cloth and whatnot. You run it through your Blu-ray to make sure the laser is working all right, or however that works. Didn't know those had much value or demand, but it turns out that one sold, so we'll take it. Fifth item sold for $14. It's a lot of 5-size 4 t-shirts. Garanimals, Spider-Man, Marvel, Dinosaurs, Car, and Bear. So that was just a lot of 4 t-shirts. Usually I would donate the kids' shirts, but I decided to list those up in bulk. Had a few nice lots, posted them up, and they've been selling pretty regularly. Not big money, but it's money nonetheless, so we'll take it. $14 out the door. Just look at that bear. Wouldn't you want that one? That's probably the reason they bought it. Pretty cool shirt. Sixth item that sold was for a vintage 1964 Hasbro G.I. Joe Adventure Team black 12-inch action figure, 4 parts. So this guy was missing his leg, he was missing his arm, his hair was coming off, but we listed him up. I guess he's in demand. There you can see his hair is coming off. Missing leg, missing arm, but he's still sold for $60 and shipping, so not bad. I ran this one as auction. Yeah, like I said, I ran that one as an auction. It had 39 bids, sold for $60, total of $72.10 shipped. So obviously there's a demand for those larger size G.I. Joe figures. That was a 12-inch figure. I got those at a garage sale. I think there was 4 of them, and the action vehicle. I tried to list them all together as a big lot. Nobody bought it, so eventually I got rid of the vehicle. I might have sold it or at a garage sale or something, and decided to list those 4 figures separately. The 2 from 1964 both ran as auctions and both sold for quite a bit of money. The other 2 are in my other store as a fixed price listing. They're the newer version of the 12-inch figure, still from the 90s or something like that, so they are kind of all vintage, but this batch from 1964 are the ones that are really sought after. So if you see those, the old G.I. Joes, the 12-inch big ones from 64, pick those up because they sell for decent money. Seventh item sold for $16.05. It's a large Perry Ellis blue cotton 2-pocket men's dress shirt, short sleeve. So 7 orders for $173.14. Not a bad start to the day. I think there were a few more items that sold and have yet to be paid for, that other G.I. Joe guy. So I'll check those out. I'll let you guys know as that payment comes in, but pretty decent start. I'm going to go locate those 7 items and print some shipping labels and get them ready to go out to the customers. The other G.I. Joe guy I was telling you about ran him at auction as well. Went up to $39, 19 bids. 1964 G.I. Joe Adventure Team Adventure 12-inch action figure. So we'll see if that payment comes through. $39, not a lot for these. They actually go for a little bit more, but at auction, that's kind of what they will get you. Yeah, I could have run those G.I. Joe figures as fixed price listings and made a little bit more money, but I just wanted to test the market as an auction and get them gone. Been sitting around long enough. I bought them some years ago at a garage sale and have been collecting dust ever since, so I figured I might as well get them on, get them sold, run some auctions, get some action into the store. And as you see, I think it does lead to a few more sales. You know, people go in looking for those G.I. Joe guys, put some bids in on them, and then they go scrolling around the rest of your store, and hopefully that leads to a few more sales. I think it did. When you get $173 in sales in one morning, that's pretty good for what I'm my store. Anyways, I know there's stores that do much more, but to wake up to that kind of money is not bad. Alright, there they are as they appear. 7 orders ready for shipping labels. Let's get them printed. Alright, as I was grabbing those orders, looks like another one came through. This t-shirt sold for $10. It's a large G.H. Bass & Company gray men's t-shirt top, short sleeve, 100% polyester. So that brings it up to a total of 8 orders in total. G.H. Bass & Company, not a bad little brand to pick up. The sell-through rate isn't great, but they do sell. A lot of people do like to buy those. They're made of pretty good quality materials, so they do sell. There's a large contingent of people that like G.H. Bass & Company, so buy at your own risk, I guess. Alright, here they come. Let's get these shipping labels on these orders, get them ready for the customer. Here they are, hot off the printer. Alright, we got an empty tote. Let's fill it up. We got 8 orders here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orders ready for the post office. Alright, while I'm busy packing orders, I might as well log into the small store. Let's go check it out and see if we had any sales out of the small store today. Alright, for those of you who are new to the channel, I do have 2 eBay stores, kind of the idea, don't have all your eggs in one basket type of thing. I have had my store shut down one time, and when you have 2 stores, then you just have another backup to work out of. Keep that money flowing in just in case something goes wrong and you're shut down. You want to have an extra store. So sometimes it's good to have a store as a buying store. Also, if you're doing a lot of buying, so you don't use the same account and get into any issues with the sellers. You know, a little bit of added security to the system. In the small store today, we didn't have a lot of action, no sales. There was actually one sale that they asked to cancel, so we went ahead and canceled it. It was just a white t-shirt. I guess they changed their mind about it, so we just relisted it, canceled that listing. There was also one offer on a pair of Nike shorts. They offered $14 on a pair of $25 shorts, and I countered with a higher offer of $19.99. So we'll see what they have to say about that. Most likely they will decline because they're looking to get a lowball offer. But that's how it works. Sometimes you get those low offers. You gotta just deal with them. Either take them or counter them. I usually counter and just move on. Sometimes you catch me in a good mood and I'll accept it if I'm looking for a sale, but usually if it's a high desirable item, I will just counter offer because the demand is there and that right buyer will come and pay that asking price. That's kind of the way I think about it, but you guys might think different. I think what I'm gonna do now is prepare to get some new listings into the store. I gotta go into that photo station and find some stuff to list, so let's go check it out and see what we can find. So since we did have some success with a few Hot Wheels sales, I figured we might as well finish up listing these Hot Wheels. We got a 1970 Chevelle Super Sport here. This is a Street Beast car, Montosaurus they call it, and this one here is a Musclemania Ford 427 Fairlane, a 68 Ford Fairlane. And over here, let's see, what is this one, a 1970 Chevelle. And here, this is a Simpsons car. Let's see, the Homer they call it. Not sure if you guys have seen that, but that's the Homer car. And finally we have a 1952 Chevy. So some nice looking cars. There's a look at that Chevelle and the Ford Fairlane. Did I say 68? This is 66. 66 Ford Fairlane. This Montesaurus car. Those are kind of fun ones, shaped like a dinosaur. And then lastly, the 1970 Chevelle. So we got 6 Hot Wheels here ready to go. We'll get those photographed and listed, quick and easy listed. We also have a few clothing items. I did buy a Champion lot. I think there was 5 Champion t-shirts. 2 of them I had to run through the wash because they had a couple little stains on them. I got those out of the wash this weekend, and one of them cleaned up nice. The other one still has some faint stains on it. So we'll have to photograph and price those accordingly. There was also another shirt my wife gave me. It didn't fit her quite right, so we'll get that listed as well. A little black shirt. So I'm going to get that stuff added to the mix. The 6 cars and 3 shirts. Let's get going. Look at those shirts. The 2 Champions. As you can see, this belly stain didn't quite come out, and the back still has a little discoloration as well. So we'll price that one accordingly. This one came out pretty nice. I think the stains were washed right out of that one, so we can list that one. I think the stain was over here on this side, so came out, treated that one, and we'll get to full asking price for that. This is the shirt my wife gave me, Chico's, Editions by Chico's, a size 1. She's just a small thing, so the demand might not be there for that one, but we'll get it listed and make a few bucks off it anyway, so add some clothing to the mix. I think I've got room for one more pair of shoes and maybe a larger pair of boots if we can find one. So I'm going to go into the garage and find a couple pair of shoes to add to the mix as well, and get those photographed and ready to list. So I had these shoes in the garage from a storage unit. I think these are Air Jordans if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check the model number, make sure they're legit and everything. But I think they're the real deal. And over here we have a nice pair of black boots. These will probably fit in one of those legal size flat rate envelopes. These are pretty clean, size 7s it looks like. Women's size 7 I think, with the zipper down the side and a nice lining. It looks like they have some shoe molds in them. I'll take those out, but couple pair of shoes to add to the listings today. So that's 11 items total to get photographed. I think I'm going to add one more to the mix to make it an even dozen. I've got a pair of pipes, a set of pipes here. I did alright. I sold the last 2 set for $61. These aren't as nice, but there's a nice one here. Let me show you. Here's a look at the nicer one. It's kind of a black and tan pipe here. The other ones, like I said, sold for $61. They were pretty nice. This is kind of just like a little one-hitter type of thing that we'll add to that. But team those up and so list those up and make a few bucks off those as well. We still have a few smalls over here waiting to be listed, but we'll get to those at another time. We're going to get these Hot Wheels on first and add those pipes to it as well. So those pipes came out of a storage unit some time ago. I knew they looked pretty nice. I don't really know much about tobacco type of smoking devices, but some of them do sell pretty well. I checked that market out, and like I said, those the last batch of pipes sold overnight, $61. They sold 2 pipes. I might have actually priced them a little bit low. If they were something special, they got a deal because they sold quick. This one appears to be a nice pipe as well, so it's much smaller than the other one. So I'm going to do a little bit of research, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Probably set it at a fixed price listing and just let it go for whatever it goes for. That duo isn't as desirable, I think, as the last batch, but we'll get it listed and maybe it'll be another overnight sale. Who knows? Yeah, I've had some pretty good luck with some listings moving pretty quickly. You know, stuff that you list recently is the stuff that is moving. You know, the old stuff in the store is just kind of sitting there stale. I have over 4,000 items in my big store, but a lot of it just sits there and doesn't move. But the new stuff tends to move much quicker. I'm not sure if I'm getting better stuff or it's higher in the search results or what the deal is, but that's why they benefit you to put up fresh listings. That stuff moves a little bit faster. So if you're a reseller out there, keep listing. That stuff will move faster than the rest of it. And sometimes when that stuff sells, it will lead to another sale of your stale inventory. What I've also been doing is relisting some of my old stuff with a lower price point and adding shipping, calculated shipping to the listing. So You might think of that if you have a big store like me. Just keep that stale inventory rotating through and make it new again. You know, send it, end it, and relist it as at a different price point with you know, add shipping to it. See if that helps. Maybe a lower price point with calculated shipping is the way to go. That's kind of what I've been doing lately. That free shipping wave that eBay kind of pushed in the past, I think that's over. With shipping rates going up every year, it's hard to keep up with that, and I think people see that exaggerated price point that includes the shipping and they're just kind of scared away. But if they see that lower price point with the calculated rate, then they feel like they're getting a better deal. That's just my opinion on things at this point, but who knows, if eBay offers more incentives for offering that free shipping rate, it might switch back, but right now I think that's not the way to go. Alright, it's a little after 9 o'clock right now. I've been busy listing items into the store. I got all the Hot Wheels listed, those Champion t-shirts, that little black v-neck t-shirt my wife gave me, and tomorrow I'll be working on the shoes and some of the smalls that I photographed. I did end up taking some photographs of the other small items that I had in the photo station. Let me show you that stuff. So I've got it all sitting right here. I showed you guys the pipes, but there were also these, this is actually a pencil sharpener. It's a little pencil sharpener. I'm going to pair that up with this little car. This came in one of the junk drawer lots. This was kind of a cool little shark teeth. You see little shark teeth in there, about 4 little shark teeth. Going to list that up. And then we had the metals here. These are all metals. And then these are all military pins. So we're going to get some of these military pins listed, this whole lot. I think there's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them on there. So some more smalls. I'll get that up tomorrow. I had the 2 shoes down there, and I guess I have 1 Matchbox car left. So I've got some good inventory to work through in the morning, but I think I'm going to call it an end to this vlog. I did have an order come through, payment for that G.I. Joe figure that we showed earlier. The adventure figure from 1964, the one in the orange jumpsuit. They paid for that one. What was it? $47.22 was the total. So those 2 vintage G.I. Joes made me a pretty decent amount of money between the 2 of them. Like I said, if you see those out there in the wild, the ones from 64, definitely pick those up. You can make some good money off of those. But I want to thank everybody for watching this one to the end. Like I said, this is my effort to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours. So if you haven't hit that subscription button, please take a second to do so. Go ahead and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified when all the latest videos drop. Thanks for watching this one to the end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. Yo, Joe, get him, Joe. Why are you wearing such a dorky hat?